He never fit the mold, never wore the right clothes, never sang the expected songs, never smiled for the cameras. And yet, for more than 7 decades, Willie Nelson has stood as a pillar of American music, unmovable and unforgettable. His voice, rough and tender like red dirt roads, carries heartbreak and hope simultaneously. From the cotton fields of Abbott, Texas, to grand stages worldwide, he turned loss into anthems and rebellion into philosophy. Behind the braided hair and battered guitar lies a life of struggle, resilience, and uncompromising truth that the highlight reels rarely reveal. Early life in Abbott, Texas in 1933 was a quiet, dust-blown dot on the map, offering little promise. Willie Hugh Nelson entered a world marked by poverty and uncertainty. His parents, barely adults themselves, abandoned him and his sister, leaving the children to be raised by grandparents Alfred and Nancy Nelson. Grounded in Methodist faith, farm labor and music, his grandparents instilled discipline and reverence. It was grandmother Nancy who gave him his first guitar at age 6 and taught him to read music, showing that sound could transport him beyond hardship. Abbott shaped a boy who would carry both silence and song. Childhood of absence and music. Willie grew up with a quiet knowledge of absence, knowing his parents had chosen to leave. Unlike other children with attentive parents, he navigated life guided by grandparents and music. The loss became a subtle architecture of his being, shaping his empathy and depth. Music was not just play, it was survival. From church hymns to western swing on the radio and blues in distant bars, he absorbed every sound, each melody layered upon the last, forming the foundation for his unique voice. Music became both companion and refuge, a constant in a world that often offered none. First encounters with work and art. By age 9, Willie played guitar in a local polka band, earning his first income through music. At 10, he was already writing songs with surprising maturity. Summers were spent picking cotton and baling hay, laboring alongside men twice his age. In Abbott, dignity came from effort, and Willie carried it quietly. These early experiences of labor, observation, and musical immersion instilled resilience and a deep understanding of the human condition. The discipline of farm work and the poetry of sound merged, giving him tools no classroom could offer. Music and toil became intertwined, forming his earliest education in life. Teenage years and early ambition. Even as a boy, Willie displayed a precocious sense of purpose. Abbott's schools offered little stimulation for a mind already racing ahead, attuned to the subtle frequencies of life. His adolescence was spent performing wherever he could, sharpening both craft and conviction. By his teens, the boy from Abbott had endured a lifetime of quiet grief, learning to transform absence and struggle into creative expression. Music was not just a dream, but a method of being seen without demanding recognition. These early experiences laid the groundwork for a career defined by authenticity, resilience, and a refusal to compromise. Leaving Abbott. The journey begins upon graduating Abbott High School in 1950. Willie sought direction and purpose beyond his small town. Enlisting in the United States Air Force seemed to promise structure and opportunity, but the path forward fractured almost immediately. Life tested him with rejection and disappointment, forcing him to rely on his own resourcefulness. His ambition outpaced the practical opportunities before him, but his conviction never wavered. Armed with a guitar, a notebook of songs, and an unshakable belief in the value of his voice, he stepped into a world not yet ready to receive him, determined to carve his own way. Trials and triumphs of adulthood. Willie Nelson's adult life was marked by repeated setbacks, failed businesses, struggling marriages, professional rejection, and personal hardships. Despite this, he returned to the stage time and again, driven by honesty and the necessity of expression. Each loss became a lesson, each obstacle a melody waiting to be transformed. The public often saw only the legend, not the man who had to rebuild from ruin countless times. His ability to endure through bankruptcy, health crises, and societal indifference reveals a philosophy deeply intertwined with life. Authenticity and perseverance matter more than approval or conformity. Confronting the law and survival. In 2015, at age 60, Willie faced a surreal battle, the government seizing his property. Friends from the Outlaw fraternity, including fellow musicians, intervened, purchasing and returning his belongings to him. This moment was emblematic of a life lived at the intersection of rebellion and law, independence and vulnerability. Willie responded pragmatically, adapting without losing his essence. Even health challenges and financial crises did not dim his voice or ambition. Survival for him has always been about more than endurance. It is about continuing to create, perform, and connect, demonstrating resilience in a world that often tests the limits of human fortitude. Legacy of music and philosophy. Through more than 200 albums, over 10,000 live performances, and decades of writing, Willie Nelson has offered a body of work that is both personal and universal. His songs speak to the ordinary and extraordinary moments of life, from heartbreak to joy, despair to celebration. He shows that being true to oneself, completely unapologetically, can create a legacy more enduring than fame or fortune. Willie's philosophy is simple yet profound. Life will test you, the world may reject you, but your voice and vision remain yours to share. And sometimes that alone is revolutionary. Final notes. Enduring authenticity. The power of Willie Nelson lies not only in his music, but in his unwavering authenticity. On stages across the world, with a battered guitar in hand and braided hair flowing, he proves that life's value is measured not in applause, but in integrity and presence. The songs continue to resonate because they are rooted in lived experience, loss, love, and survival. He has offered a blueprint for living unflinchingly as oneself. And as long as his music plays, his story, the quiet boy from Abbott who refused to surrender, remains a testament to courage, resilience, and the enduring power of the human spirit.